Hello, friend. This is Ryan Hicks of TalkToProfit.com. Today I want to talk to you about how your experiences are the results of your beliefs. This goes with your experiences with God, because many people talk about, well, it just didn't seem like God's answering my prayers. But see, that's a direct result of your beliefs. And it's interesting, in 2 Samuel chapter 22, verse 27, and Psalms 18:26, both say something very similar. They say this: with the pure thou wilt show thyself pure, and with the froward thou wilt show thyself froward. And then the 2 Samuel version just says, thou wilt show thyself unsavory. The idea being, and this is an Old Testament way of saying, according to your faith be it unto you, what Jesus said. If you're expecting the worst, if you're expecting that God's somehow going to make you have to suffer more to teach you some lessons or whatever, and which many people talk about, oh, I believe the Bible, but then why do they need all these lessons and illness and suffering and misery and failure to learn lessons when doesn't the scripture say that the scripture is given for instruction and correction and reproof? And yet they're trying to get their instruction, correction, and reproof from outside sources. The only reason you need that is because you're not doing what you're instructed in the scripture. But this is all a matter of your belief. You're getting what you've believed for. If you're not behaving right and not acting right and not believing right, then God's going to be froward towards you. He's going to be unsavory towards you, meaning the experiences you're going to have are not going to be positive because that's what you've believed for. That's what you've acted out. That's what you've been. That's the person who you are. And yet, when you're pure, when you're thinking those thoughts that are pure, when your actions are that of a pure person, then the purity of God overflows into your life. And that includes all things: infinite abundance, prosperity, wealth, health, blessings galore. And people don't like that. Well, the health and wealth gospel. What other gospel is there? The gospel's good news. Is your gospel the sickness and poverty gospel? That's insanity. Because one of the very first things Jesus preached in his ministry was that he was there to preach the gospel to the poor. There's no gospel, there's no good news in preaching to the poor they're going to remain poor. Or that someday long in the future you'll go to heaven when you die. There's no gospel in that. The gospel message was that you don't have to live and remain in this poverty. You don't have to remain in this illness. You don't have to remain in this misery. You don't have to remain in this suffering. There will be experiences in life that may not be exactly what you want, but you will overcome them and get the victory. So my friend, today I want to encourage you to really think about this. Are you living a pure life? Are you living a life that would have the experience you have with God and the experience you have in life in general be one of purity, of blessing, of prosperity, of abundance, of wealth, of riches, of health, of happiness, of love, of joy, of peace? Or are you froward? Are you living in sin? Are you doing things that are contrary, that you know not to do and you keep doing them? Or things that you should do, you know you should be doing them and you don't do them, but you're expecting good things to happen in your life, when your life is being lived in such a way that it can only reap the rewards and the results of the negativity that you've been putting out there, the negativity you've been expecting and believing for. Because this life really gets down to a simple formula of whatsoever you believe, that you will have. And here's the truth of the matter, because sometimes people get confused about what are they really believing. Your actions prove what you believe. Your actions will prove whether you're really at heart pure or not. Your actions will prove whether or not you're froward and unsavory in heart. Because you can talk all you want in your conscious mind and think about good things, and that's great. But the proof is in your activities, in your actions. You're expecting the best, but why are you sitting around doing nothing all day? You want other people to treat you well, but you're rude and inconsiderate to other people. See, these are all things that really show what's really at your heart level. And you have to be the one that chooses. Are you going to be the one that's going to be pure? And God shows himself pure to you. According to your faith be it unto you, my friend. Remember that. Whatsoever you believe, you are going to receive. And the true evidence of that belief is how you behave. My friend, I pray this is a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.